o'clock. But when I tell you I'm so charged, I had the best time. I cannot begin, and I hope whatever I do say brings that across to all of you. We got there, Diane, Joanne, Marianne, myself, and my girlfriend's granddaughter, Kithra, and we got to the church, and we just started. Most of it was already bagged up and ready, but we started labeling the clothes. And we had jeans, and we took all the tags off, and we, put stickers on with what the sizes were so you could see better. And then we loaded the truck. We loaded that truck, and I have pictures that I will give. There were bags and bags, the fresh direct bags, full of sandwiches that people had made. We had roast beef and turkey and peanut butter and jelly and ham. And we had stacks of jeans, different sizes in the truck. We had stacks of shirts, t-shirts, and hoodies, all different sizes. We had blankets. There are people out there that need a blanket to lay down on the ground inside their cardboard box. And I saw them last night. I saw them grateful that me, well-to-do, privileged woman in the suburbs, was coming down and giving them bags of food. They had fresh soup in the big containers. They were so grateful to get that fresh soup and a cup of coffee, a bottle of water. Basic things. A bag with a toothbrush in it. It was just the gratitude that they gave me has moved me. I will be doing this every month, God willing, and I invite anyone that wants to come and experience this. We went in afterwards, because we still had food, into Penn Station. I had never been to Penn Station. I'm 59 years old. I've never been to Penn Station. Why would I go to Penn Station? I go to Grand Central. And you could see the people that were homeless, that were trying not to be homeless so that they wouldn't get kicked out. So we kind of went over and said, "You want a sandwich? You want a bottle of water?" And we just were giving them to them. And the kids were with us doing this. So there was the leader, Rudy, who is amazing. He's been doing this 26 years. He's missed it one time. And they go every month. For 26 years, 12 times a year, he's been doing this. There's 9 runs, midnight runs, and then they do 3 breakfasts. Right, Joanne?
The breakfast is going to be in October 24th.
30th. Yeah, 30th.
Sunday in October.
Yep. And that's when they go and they just set up. You get there at 6 a.m. and they set up, and then everyone comes to you. Well, I will tell you, when we were closing, we had 4 different stops, plus the Penn Station. And when we were closing the doors at the first stop, a woman came up, and we had already put everything away, and she wanted a bag of toiletries. And the car that had the toiletries already left. And I told her where to go. She showed up. She walked across town to get a bag of toiletries with a bar of soap, deodorant, a toothbrush, mouthwash, toothpaste. She was all covered, masked, hood. She was embarrassed. She didn't want anyone to know who she was or recognize her. We also gave her a blanket when she got there, clean underwear. A man came up to me and he goes, "I soiled myself. Can I have 2 pairs?" I said, "Yes. You can have 2 pairs of underwear, and I'll give you 2 pairs of pants." Because you know what? They're wearing those pants for the month until we go back. Every night there is another midnight run, the way it's coordinated, the whole program. There's one paid person for all of it. And he does the routes. And he tells people, your church, okay, you do these spots, you do these spots. And let me tell you, we know Manhattan. It never sleeps. The place was packed with people all over. But still, One of the guys, Jules, he's been doing this since he was 7. He's 17. He went and he helped fix the cardboard box on the bench so that the man would have a place to stay and sleep that night. Just think of that while you're home. And if you have an old blanket, bring it in. We'll bring it down. If you have old rolly luggage, maybe your wheel's broken or something, if you could bring that in, we'll bring that down, because that's how they transport their belongings, and that's how they show that they're sort of like traveling. They're not really homeless. They don't have the shopping cart kind of thing. And we'll bring that down, because it's going to get cold. And old sleeping bags, anything like that, we could use it all. Thanks for listening to me, and I'm sure I'll be back to say more later.